Have any of you ever thought about where your water supply comes from, how it gets to you, or even how you're able to drink it after it arrives? Even better, have any of you ever thought about what happens after you flush your waste down the toilet? Like myself, I'm sure many of you haven't thought about these questions until I ask them. I get it. Out of sight, out of mind. Well, today, clean drinking water has become the scarcest natural resource in the world. The most impoverished countries in the world are still using the streets as toilets, all because they can't afford to simply have their human waste properly disposed of and treated. These type of actions put the world's drinking water supply at risk for contamination. But the good news here is that new technologies are being developed with the help of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that are finally going to lay these issues to rest. As an environmental engineering major, I'm a big advocate for the advancements of new, affordable technology that will help bring recycled, clean drinking water and efficient energy to countries in need. My name is Brian Mooney, and my speech's focus will be on 5 key elements of bioenergy technology. That includes the issues of Dakar, Senegal, the Omni processor, the ONUS app, the dairy processor, and the new generator bathroom prototype. Enjoy. In the city of Dakar, Senegal, the local people find themselves being plagued with chronic sickness and disease due to poor living conditions and poor waste management issues. Now, the city on average produces about 1,500 cubic meters of waste sludge a day, and the majority of its citizens, 80% to be exact, are still using makeshift toilets called pit latrines to dispose of their waste. Now, if you do a little arithmetic, the city of Dakar had 1.5 million people living in it as of 2017. 80% of 1.5 million is 1.2 million. 1.2 million people are still defecating in open holes or pooping in the streets. Now, when these pits become full, it gets very hard to empty them. The inflated prices of having a pit latrine empty have gotten so high that people are forced to take matters into their own hands. The average cost last year for a pit latrine being emptied was $150. Now, $150 doesn't seem like a lot to people living in the United States, but it's a lot of money for a person making less than $2 a day. This is becoming a major problem, not only in Dakar, Senegal, but around the world. In 2015, former Microsoft CEO Bill Gates and his wife helped fund a project that was being developed by BIOENERGY Bioenergy called the Omni processor. This machine is designed with the ability to convert human feces into clean drinking water and efficient electricity. The Omni processor has 3 standard industry processes combined into what looks like a miniature factory plant. The first process is known as solid fuel combustion. The second is known as steam power generation, and the third is known as water treatment. The goal for Gates and Janicki Bioenergy is to make the Omni processor cheap enough so that smaller entrepreneurs in surrounding nations will want to take charge and invest in this revolutionary technology to combat water scarcity around the world. The second advancement in technological design is known as the ONUS message service. A quote from a representative of the ONUS application said, "We want to turn your poo into gold." Comparable with the Uber taxi app, ONUS provides door-to-door emptying services for citizens with full pit latrines. When a customer sends out a message requiring that their pit needs to be emptied, the database computer will send out a mass text message to all licensed pit emptiers in the area, triggering a bidding war between them. Whoever can offer the cheapest rate will win the contract for emptying the pit. With tons of funding coming from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and ONUS being designed in correlation with the Omni processor, the goal of the SMS service is to dramatically drive down the cost of having a pit latrine emptied. If the service continues to be a success, it may lead to customers eventually making money off of selling their own excrement. This breakthrough comes as countries are preparing to develop sustainable development goals, which will include providing access to proper and equitable waste management with a long-term goal of ending open pit defecation by 2030. The Omni processor was just the beginning of a simple solution to Senegal's waste management issues. However, in the United States, there are still issues within the category of waste management, mainly in the farming industry. But a cow farmer by the name of Jeremy Visor from Stanwood, Washington is looking to change that by partnering with Janicki Bioenergy to develop a machine that runs similar to the Omni processor. The only difference is that the machine will process cow manure into liquid or dry fertilizer to be recycled back into the farm to grow grass for the cows to eat. The ultimate goal for Janicki and Visor is to saturate the market for these machines as quickly as possible so that the company can make this technology available to all dairy farmers around the United States. The final technology I want to introduce to you in this speech is known as the ERAM Scientific New Generator E-Toilet. The ERAM toilet runs off of an upgraded generator known as the new generator. Rather than running off of burning feces, the new generator is powered by solar panels on the roof of the toilet cabinet. The panels charge two batteries that power pumps pulling water from the sewer sludge. The water is then passed through an anaerobic bioreactor, which in turn filters out the remaining solids and bacteria to prep the water for chlorination. After all is said and done, the water that has received treatment is recycled back into the toilet for flushing purposes. The benefit of a self-sustaining standalone toilet is that they don't have to be plumbed into a public wastewater system. They can continuously power themselves without any electricity and without leaving a large footprint on the environment. In conclusion, the underground water supply on Earth is connected like the veins running through the human body. It doesn't matter where the contamination starts, it's where it ends up spreading to. Advancements in modern bioenergy technology are important not only to the health of the citizens living in the city of Dakar, Senegal, but it's important to the billions of people living on planet Earth. The versatility of the Omni processor, the Onus service app, and the prototype bathroom being designed in the United States have only scratched the surface of solving this much larger issue of water scarcity. It will take more contributions from entrepreneurs like Bill Gates and the persistence of ingenious technological design to rid the world of this issue. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please email me at bmooney23@hotmail.com. That's BMOONEY23@hotmail.com. Thank you.